All right, welcome to this explainer. Today we're doing something really exciting. We are building a realistic, home-based Amazon business from the absolute ground up. Whether you're a side hustle seller grinding in the evenings, a stay-at-home parent, or honestly, just someone looking to eventually replace your entire income, we're going to break down exactly how you can establish a legitimate Amazon storefront right from your living room.
Look, let's just be real for a second. The rising cost of living, stagnant wages, that endless 9-to-5 grind, it's extremely frustrating, right? So many of us are actively searching for a way to take control of our income and build something that offers actual, real-world flexibility. But you know, the internet is just completely full of unrealistic hype. So today, we are ignoring all that noise. We're focusing on the very real opportunity to plug into a massive e-commerce network and build a sustainable online business without falling for those ridiculous get-rich-quick schemes.
Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to quickly cover the Amazon opportunity, choosing your business model, setting up your account, product research and listing, operations and fees, and finally, pitfalls and scaling. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The Amazon Opportunity Explained.
This number right here, this pretty much says it all. Amazon accounts for nearly 40% of all US e-commerce. Think about that for a second. When you start an Amazon business, you absolutely do not have to spend years pulling your hair out trying to drive traffic to a brand new website. You are plugging directly into massive existing buyer demand. We're talking over 180 million US Prime members who are logged in, credit cards saved, and ready to buy. Your only goal? Just put the right product right in front of them.
But you're probably wondering, how on earth do you run a massive retail operation from your home? Well, you use Fulfillment by Amazon, or what we call FBA. This right here is the core logistics engine that makes a home-based business actually possible. You essentially send your inventory in bulk to Amazon's massive fulfillment centers. And then, when a customer places an order, Amazon picks, packs, and ships the product within 1 to 2 days. They literally even handle the returns and customer service for you. So no, you do not need to fill your garage to the ceiling with cardboard boxes or make those annoying daily trips to the post office.
Now take a look at the contrast here between FBA and FBM, which stands for Fulfillment by Merchant. With FBM on the right side, you handle everything yourself, storing, packing, and shipping. While FBA definitely costs more in fees, it gives you that highly coveted Prime badge, which can boost your sales by 25 to 30% and really help you win the buy box. FBM, on the other hand, gives you complete control over your margins and is fantastic for oversized, heavy, or really fragile items where FBA storage and shipping fees would just totally eat up your profits. Honestly, a lot of successful sellers actually use a hybrid approach depending on the specific product they're selling.
All right, moving on to Section 2. Choosing your business model.
Looking at this breakdown, you can clearly see there are a few different paths you can take to actually source your products. If you've got a smaller budget, let's say around $500, you might want to start with retail or online arbitrage. This is where you buy discounted products from physical clearance shelves or online retailers, think Target or Walmart, and then you resell them on Amazon for a profit. It's super low risk, but it is pretty time intensive. Now, once you have a bit more capital, you might move into wholesale, buying in bulk from established brands. Or you can aim for private label, which is where you partner directly with the manufacturer to create your very own custom branded products. Private label does require a larger investment, usually around $3,000 to $5,000, but it definitely offers the highest margins and the most control. Lastly, there's drop shipping, but look, be warned here. Relying on unvetted third-party suppliers carries a huge risk of permanent account suspension due to Amazon's incredibly strict policies. Usually, beginners start with that low-risk arbitrage to really learn the ropes before reinvesting those profits into private label.
Section 3. Setting up your account.
This is a massive, massive beginner hurdle. Everyone asks, do you need an LLC? Well, the short answer is no, you don't. You can absolutely start as an individual or sole proprietor using just your social security number. This lets you get into the market fast with zero formation costs while you're just testing out products. However, keep in mind that as your business grows, forming an LLC provides some absolutely crucial personal liability protection, and it really helps out with formal account verification down the road.
You're also going to need to choose a selling plan. Amazon gives you two options, an individual plan where you pay 99 cents for every single item sold, or a professional plan for a flat $39.99 a month. Honestly, the math here is a total no-brainer. If you plan to sell more than 40 units a month, the professional plan is the clear winner hands down. Plus, that professional plan unlocks your ability to apply for gated categories, manage sales tax basics, and access some really powerful advanced advertising tools. Setting up your actual account inside Seller Central requires these 5 exact chronological steps. First, you'll provide your business location and type. Then, your personal identification details. Next, a chargeable credit card for billing. After that, your desired store name. And finally, you'll go through the identity verification process. And please, listen to me closely on this one. Due to the very strict Federal Informed Consumers Act, Amazon's verification process is incredibly rigorous. You absolutely must provide a government-issued ID, a bank statement, a recent utility bill, and a valid internationally chargeable credit card. And no, a debit or prepaid card will not work here. Every single name and address on these documents must match your Seller Central registration perfectly. Seriously, even a minor mismatch like using ST instead of writing out the full word street can trigger an instant automated account suspension, so double-check everything.
Section 4. Product Research and Listing.
So the absolutely crucial point here is actually getting your products in front of customers. Your product listing is literally your digital storefront. If it's poorly optimized, you are just throwing money out the window. A high-converting listing requires a few specific things. First, an SEO-optimized title that naturally includes your primary keywords to boost those algorithm rankings. Next, you need 5 benefit-driven bullet points that directly address customer objections. And images? Images are your primary conversion driver, for sure. You need 7 to 9 really high-quality photos, starting with a pure white background for the main image, followed by lifestyle images showing the product in use. And whatever you do not forget the back-end search terms in your dashboard. Fill those up with synonyms and related phrases to make sure Amazon's algorithm knows exactly what it is you're selling.
Now, when you go to actually list your product, you are going to run into some pretty confusing barcode jargon. Let's break down the alphabet soup here. The ASIN identifies the actual product listing on Amazon's catalog. The UPC is the global retail barcode, the standard one you see on products at the grocery store. But the FNSKU, that one is totally unique to Amazon FBA. It links a specific unit of inventory directly to your personal seller account. So, if 10 different sellers are offering the exact same water bottle, the FNSKU is what ensures Amazon credits you when your specific inventory is the one that sells. Always use FNSKU labels when shipping into FBA.
Section 5. Operations, Fees, and Growth. Let's talk about the day-to-day realities of running this business, especially when you're sourcing private label products from overseas suppliers on platforms like Alibaba. Pro tip here. Always let them offer their price first when negotiating, and definitely watch out for fake suppliers by doing serious due diligence. Once your items are manufactured, they have to meet very strict FBA prep requirements. We're talking polybagging, suffocation warnings, and proper FNSKU barcode placement. You can have your supplier handle this, or you can use a third-party logistics or 3PL prep center. You also absolutely must meticulously track your expenses, including shipping, Amazon's referral fees, and FBA storage fees. You have to protect those profit margins, which normally sit somewhere between 10 and 40%. Understanding seasonal demand and keeping a tight grip on cash flow management is basically everything in retail.
Section 6. Avoiding Pitfalls and Scaling.
Now, we absolutely have to talk about protecting your business. You have to avoid that fake guru advice out there promising overnight wealth. It just doesn't work that way. Never, ever source counterfeit or trademarked goods. That will get you banned instantly and permanently. Also, be super aware of gated categories, like grocery or topicals. Getting approved there requires valid 365-day manufacturer invoices from legitimate suppliers, not just a retail receipt from a big box store. Start small, test products carefully to make sure there's actual demand, manage your customer reviews ethically, and avoid heavily oversaturated markets so you don't take a massive loss.
As we wrap up this explainer, we need to do a quick reality check with this disclaimer. Amazon policies, fees, algorithms, and seller requirements change frequently. Your business results are going to vary widely depending on your own effort, your product selection, the competition, and just overall market conditions. But look, smart, adaptable sellers know this. They anticipate these changes and they plan for them.
And that leads us perfectly into our final thought today. Success on Amazon is not a shortcut. It demands patience, consistency, and a whole lot of long-term thinking. Whether you start out with retail arbitrage and $500, or you launch a massive private label brand right out of the gate, you have a very real opportunity here to build a highly flexible, profitable business right from your own home. Focus on quality, track your margins closely, and just keep pushing forward. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. The only question left for you is, what will be the very first product you research today?